How many Gavin and you? Welcome back to the Gavin Talk About You show. We're talking about anything and everything. Today we're going to talk about Transformers: Age of Extinction, released in 2014, directed by Mark Wahlberg. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button. As always, let's get right into the video. Okay, so this movie, not that bad. Mark Wahlberg did a phenomenal job as Kate Yeager in replacement of Shia LaBeouf's Sam Witwicky. Phenomenal casting. Couldn't have asked for a better starter to come in and be in this movie. That's not why I have a problem with it. I just think that this movie was not that great of a setup, you know? I wasn't sold on this movie to begin with, and I was even more or less sold to begin with. When we got to the end of the movie, I didn't like it. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would, right? Not because it's a bad movie. I just don't think it's as good as it could have been. And thus far, the first four movies, how I would rate them from worst to best is at number 4 I would have Revenge of the Fallen, Age of Extinction, Transformers 1, and then not Transformers 1, but like Transformers 2007, and then But yeah, not a bad movie. I just don't think it's as good as 1 and 3. However, I don't think it's as bad as people say. Yeah. Let's get into notes. But before I do, let's talk about some trivia. So I didn't know that they originally offered Dwayne Johnson the role of Kate Yeager. That would not have worked. For me, that would not have worked. I don't think Transformers with Dwayne Johnson is a good idea. You've seen how Fast and Furious goes. It's not a good idea. But I digress. I enjoyed the film overall, but I think some things came into play where I was like, that didn't really work for me. I will get to it in a minute. The story was pretty straightforward. I didn't mind it. I just think it could have been a little more smoother. But other than that, perfectly fine. The action scene was entertaining. Although the final fight scene kind of run me the wrong way because I feel like they could have done it a little quicker. But they really drugged on the final scene. But yeah. I like the new human characters. I like Cade, I like Tessa, I like Shane. Lucas died pretty early in the film, so I didn't really care for him. And it's TJ Miller, so I'm not really a fan of him anyway. Optimus Prime is a good lead, but I feel like he still isn't that good of a... Like, in this movie, he's not really that good. And honestly, I didn't feel like Optimus to me. And I get it, but like it felt like a show of Optimus. Like you were talking about killing humans and all that, and that's just not him, right? So that didn't feel like him to me. The visual effects were pretty damn good. I can complain about that. The runtime I felt like was too long and it really dragged at some points. Especially with the ending. It felt like they could have just kept going and hurry up, you know? But yeah. The film felt like a continuation where the third movie could have just ended and would have been fine. We didn't need this continuation. We didn't need a fresh start because I feel like the ending of number 3 was the best possible ending for this franchise. And then you could have rebooted with Bumblebee and the rest of the had no problem with that. I just feel like you could have just done 1, 2, and 3 and then do a reboot. Not 1, 2, 3. Then 4 and 5 feel like total separate things. They didn't even have a Linkin Park song to go with it. I know that they had it for the tie-in game, which I never listened to, but still, it kind of felt a little like there was a hole there, and it didn't feel like it was needed to have a hole there. You could have just had it, but you had Imagine Dragons instead, and that felt weird to me. So yeah. But again, my favorite band of all time is Linkin Park, so I guess that's on me. I would recommend this to a Transformers fan though. It's not that bad. I think that there are kinks to it, but there's kinks to any movie. So, yeah. And the humor it felt forced at times. So I don't think it was well paced. I don't think it was well effective. I think it should have worked, but it didn't. And I don't know why it didn't, right? But let's get into the spoiler section of these notes. The Dinobots didn't really live up to the hype to me. I feel like the Dinobots were there for the ending, and then it felt like it was shoehorned in and didn't really feel like it was awarded or anything. I didn't feel awarded to be a part of it. Like, it just wasn't that. Optimus' arc felt forced, felt shoehorned, and I felt like this was a different Optimus than what we were promised in the first 3 films. Let's talk about the villain. Lockdown. When he was on screen, I was kind of confused. Because, yes, you have Lockdown, but why introduce Galvatron then? Why would you introduce Galvatron when you have Lockdown as a villain? Just do Lockdown. Don't have Galvatron. I feel like anytime Lockdown was on screen, I was thinking about Galvatron. Mostly. Up until, honestly, I got so confused at times that I thought Lockdown was Galvatron. Or Galvatron was Lockdown. It took me a while to get that they were 2 separate characters. And also, Galvatron felt like shoehorned in because they needed a way to bring back Megatron, and Megatron needs to be a part of this movie for some freaking reason. I don't understand. Was the human subplot interesting? Yes and no. Like, the subplot was college. We've already done that with Sam. So it kind of felt like it was more of a step back than a step forward. I did like the chemistry between Cade and Tessa, though. I think as father and daughter, they did pretty damn great. But yeah. Did I like the new Autobots introduced? Yes, I actually did. I liked the samurai guy. And the big guy. I forgot what his name was. But he did pretty good. I liked it. Were there any surprising twists? Not really. I don't think there was any twists that really need to be done. This was not a movie where I was like, oh, let's see what twists. No, this is an action movie to me. They delivered on the action, but didn't really deliver on really the storyline, which I'll forgive it for, but still, meh. The final battle felt too long to me. Where the Dark of the Moon felt like it was like moving fast. This movie felt like it was like, what the hell are we doing here? Like, come on, just hurry up, get it done with. I don't think the ending was a great setup. I think it was a good setup for it. I just don't want it to be a setup for anything. Again, should have been at 3. Gotta say it now. Franchise should have stopped at 3, but didn't. The film did not improve on the Dark of the Moon. I feel like this was a detriment to the Dark of the Moon. And this movie did have way too many explosions. This movie really coined, hey, Michael Bay just likes to explode stuff. But, yeah. It's an okay movie, just not the best. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie. Let me know what you like, what you dislike. Let's talk about it a little more in the comments section below. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys, and have a great day.